Hello everyone, this is Ankit Jain and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel A.J.CLASSES by Ankit Jain Sir for Commerce for class 12, ISC and CBSE, both the board students. So student, in class 11th we had discussed about various topics regarding to the organization and its structure. But here in class 12, the new class, the board class, we are going to learn about some different and new and typical topics such as management, marketing, financing, etc. These all are related to the company's concept. Yes, company's concept, because in class 11 we already had been discussed about sole proprietorship, organization and its structure like retailer, wholesaler, import, export, the licensing procedures, everything. But here in class 12 we are going to learn about some new concept, some new strategies about market, about company. So this video lecture will help you all to enhance your commerce knowledge. With this video we are going to start with the most important topic named business environment. Yes, business environment is the most important topic for the all board its students, either they are from CBSE or the ISC boards, because business environment is enable to every businessman to know about their business qualities, abilities. If any business firm is able to understand about their business environment, they are going to be successful in their life, in their future. But all of those who are not aware about the business environment, so they have to suffer a long period of time in their entire life. So we are going to start with this video. Without wasting the time, let's begin with the video. Here's your first chapter. Here's your chapter which is name is business environment. So the first question is, what do you mean by business environment? So business environment is made of two words, one business and another is environment. So before to explain the meaning of business environment, I would like to explain first the meaning of business and environment separately to you all. So what is business? Business means all the economic activities which are concerned with production and exchange of goods and services with the object of earning profit. So what is business? Business is a kind of institution or enterprise where everyone is engaged with their operating activity with a similar motive to earn profit only. On the other hand side, what do you mean by environment? Environment means surrounding. What do you mean by surrounding? Surrounding all around a particular place or thing, like business. Yes, business is covered or concerned with various elements such as social, political, economical, etc., all concerned with all the internal and external elements which directly or indirectly influence or affects the functioning of the business environment or the business firm. So on the basis of this chapter, here are some definitions and meanings regarding to the business environment. So first definition of business environment is, business environment is the aggregative or sum total of individual, institutions and other forces that lies outside a business firm but that may influence its functioning. Second, business environment is the sum total of all individual, institution and other forces that they are beyond or outside the control of the firm or business firm but that may affect its performance. So business environment is the sum total of all individual. So business environment इन सब का total है, individuals का, institutions का and other forces का. Individuals like customer, consumers, suppliers and institutions like bank, firm, etc. and the other forces like policies that they beyond outside the control of the business, और जो business के control के बिल्कुल बाहर हैं. Yes, वो business के control के बाहर हैं. How? The government policies cannot be controlled by the business firm. The consumer behavior cannot be controlled by the business firm. Similarly, the technological upgradation, similarly not controlled by the business firm. So these are beyond the control of the business but that may affect its performance. Here is the third definition of the business environment. So the third definition of business environment is, business environment refer to all factors and institution which are external to the business and beyond its control. Fourth and the last, Business environment may be defined as all those external conditions and forces that affects the working of a business firm. So business environment को हम कैसे define कर सकते हैं या explain कर सकते हैं? All of those external conditions, वो सभी external condition जो business के control में नहीं आते, such as economical, social, political, legal, technological environment and forces that affects the working of the business, as they cannot be controlled by the business, बट वो बिजनेस के वर्किंग को, बिजनेस के परफॉर्मेंस को पॉजिटिवली अफेक्ट कर सकते हैं. जैसे किसी भी गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी के चेंज होने के साथ बिजनेस की वर्किंग कंडीशंस बदल जाती हैं. सिमिलरली द चेंज इन टेक्नोलॉजी, द चेंज इन टेक्नोलॉजिकल अपग्रेडेशन विल चेंज द वर्किंग ऑफ द बिजनेस फर्म टू. सो व्हाट इज बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट नाउ? What does business environment means? Business environment means that business environment or business is surrounding with the internal and external forces which cannot be controlled but that may affect the business firm or enterprise positively. So what we understand from business environment, as no one can spend their whole or entire life in forest alone. They all have to stay in the society, as well as same every business firm or enterprise needed its customer, its competitor, rule and regulation, and the government, etc. These all are external forces of the business which cannot be controlled by the business firm, but they can affect the business performance positively. On the behalf of these definition and meaning, we are going to elaborate some features and characteristics of the business environment. So here is the first feature of business environment is totality of external forces. Yes, we already mentioned in the definition that business environment is the sum total of external elements. So business environment is aggregative in nature because it is the sum total of all factors and external to the business enterprise, such as economical, technological, social, political, legal environment. Second is dynamic. Business environment is not static. Yes, business environment is not rigid. Rather, it's keep on changing. How? Entry of new competitors in the market, development of a new technology, shift its performance of the consumer are some examples of the business environmental changes. Third is uncertainty. Yes, uncertainty is the basic feature of all the business. We already had been discussed in class 11th. So business environment is largely uncertain because of it's very difficult to know the impact of the economic, social, political, technological and other forces which are occurring fast and frequently. Complexity, another feature of the business environment. Business environment is complex because it consists of several interrelated elements which keep on changing. For example, it is very difficult to know the impact of economical, social, political, technological environment and other forces on the change in demand for a product or a service. Complexity, how it is complex? Business environment is very complex because it consists of several inter elements which keep on changing. For example, it is very difficult to know the change of economical or social. If government of India change the interest rate, so the loan may be very difficult to raise because the interest rate may be high as well as compared to the before. And another, threat and opportunities. Business environments create threats and opportunities for the business. If we understand the business environment, then business it's create opportunities, otherwise threats. Interrelatedness. Different elements of business environment are closely interrelated. For example, growing awareness. Growing awareness for healthcare has led to increase in the demand for health goods of food and health resort. New health product and services in turn are changing lifestyle or standard of living of the people. Journal and specific forces. So journal and specific forces. Business environment include journal and such specific forces. Journal forces such as economical, social, political, legal and technological condition which indirectly influenced all the business enterprise. But specific forces such as investors, customer, competitors, and suppliers influenced individually directly to the enterprises. These are the journal and the specific forces. We are going to last feature of the business environment. Here is the last feature of the business environment: relativity. Business environment is largely relative concept as it differ from country to country, even from region to region. As in India, the women are very fond to wear saris, but in America, the women were found to wear t-shirt and trouser. So that's why it is relative concerned and it's changed with country to country. Here are some importance of the business environment. It is very important for business to understand their environment and change occurring in it. Business enterprise which know their environment and are ready to adapt to environmental changes would be successful. On the other hand, firms which fail to adapt to their environment are unlikely to survive in long run. The environment provides both opportunities and constraint. Restrictions to business environment forces create opportunities for expansion and growth through opening of new marketing, technological advancement, increase in income. It is therefore essential for business firm to be aware of forces and institutions that exist in the environment. Some of the importance of business environment given as under. First, enable to firm to identify the opportunities. The first mover advantage. The businessmen who are able to understand and scan the opportunities of the business environment at early stage, they'll get the maximum benefit or they can capture a big share in the market. Another, help the firm to identify the threats and the early warning signals. Environmental awareness serves as an early warning signals. It makes a firm aware of the impending about to happen threats or criticize so that the firm can take timely action to minimize the adverse effect, if any. Another, helpful in tapping and assembling resources. How environment is helpful in tapping and assembling the resources. Businessmen have to supply the goods into the market as per the market demand. To supply output, they need first input like raw material, land, labor, capital, etc. So the businessmen required or assemble the input as per the output demand in the market. So it is very helpful to tapping the or assembling the resources that what the consumer are or will demanded in future. On the basis of the demand or the output, the businessman is tapping all the resources which are required for the producement or the procurement for the output. Another, assisting in planning and policy making like strategy formulation. Environment monitoring provides relevant information about the business environment. Such information serve as the basis for planning and policy making. Like अगर हम business environment के मतलब को समझते हैं कि हम समझ पाते हैं कि क्या पॉलिटिकल एनवायरनमेंट में चेंज आ सकता है, क्या लॉ चेंज हो सकते हैं, क्या लीगल एनवायरनमेंट में चेंज आ सकता है. सो ये सारी बातें हमारे लिए बड़े बेनिफिट होती हैं कि हम लोग फ्यूचर में किसी भी तरीके की प्लानिंग को आसानी से लीड कर सकें और बाकी लोगों से पहले उसका एडवांटेज भी ले सकें. हेल्प टू एडजस्ट एंड अडॉप्ट विद द रैपिड चेंज, coping with changes. The change are taking place very fast and these changes have great impact on the business. Business leaders are expected to cope with rapid change in environment. Business environment scanning help the firm to scan and understand those change with environmental scanning. So if we are aware about our environmental changes, so we can easily adjust ourselves and easily adopt all the changes which comes through the changes in political environment and legal environment. Some